Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man, give you the truth, and I want to talk about in this last video of the day and of this week the Brittany Renner fresh and fit situation. Now, I'll admit I didn't see the interview. I didn't see that much of the interview, but I don't need to, because the points that I'm going to make on this video, I don't need to. Number one, being an alpha is not something that you have to prove. It's just something that you are. And it don't matter. Your appearance doesn't matter. How much money you doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's you. Who are you as a person? Who are you in the environment, in the atmosphere, in comparison to other people? The Most High said, I am Alpha and I am Omega. The beginning and the end, the first and the last. First, I don't understand, for one, how some of these guys can say they Alpha and they don't even know God. Like, where are you learning your alpharism from? Like, how can you be Alpha? That's like Nimrod saying he's Alpha. Nimrod, for those of you who don't know, tried to build a tower up to heaven, but wasn't connected to the Most High. He wasn't serving the Most High. So I'm trying to figure out, how can these guys on YouTube say that they're alphas and they're not even connected to God? The first alpha. So, like I said, who's teaching you your alpharism, if you will? Oh, you think having abs is alpha? Listen, man. Some people that are rainbow have abs. You think having money is alpha? Some of the biggest simps have money. Like, have you been paying attention to what's going on in terms of celebrity divorces? These things do not make you alpha. Alpha is the first. It means that you first. You first in your mind. You first with this. You first with that. Some of y'all dudes can't even fight, and you talking about you the alpha. At what point in your life did anybody come get you when it was time to fight? I'm trying to figure out. And then some of these, it's not a race. Like, there's some people in all races that are alpha males. But it's not, like, again, I'm trying to figure out, if you a complete devil, demon, it's impossible for you to be alpha. It's impossible. Like, you're just not alpha. I'm watching these guys talking about they alpha. Now, you can say that you're masculine. You can say that you red pill, but when you say you alpha, okay, we should be hearing you talk about God sometimes, right? The chief alpha, the alpha of alphas. We never hearing you talk about God. So how you alpha? Now, here's another thing. Like, when you start saying you alpha, get ready to be into a lot of conflicts with women. If they know that you're saying you're an alpha male and you're not with them, or they don't want to be with you, they don't desire you, get ready for some serious conflicts. From what I did hear, this seemed like she caught him off guard. Because if it was me, I would have been like, okay, so you really shouldn't have nothing to say, because you were just at Jackson State, which is my old school, telling guys and warning football players to stay away from women like you. Once again, we have a woman with a double standard and with delusion and with arrogance and feminine ego. Because, see, when she started calling them names, he really had her on the ropes. That's when he could have finished her off. Because they will do that. Like, they'll start calling you names. He ugly. You ain't all that. You just... Listen, it don't matter. If a woman thinks a guy is ugly, that's not going to stop him from being an alpha. That's not going to stop him from meeting women that don't think he ugly. These women, that's a manipulative tactic. I made a video about that. They'll say you're little, or they'll say you ugly, or those is the thing. They'll try to say you dumb. They'll question your intelligence somehow. Listen, it don't matter. There's not a woman alive that can knock me off my square. They just can't. That's when a person is alpha. Now, you might get annoyed. You might get upset. You might even get your buttons pushed into an argument. But if you still on your square, they really haven't done nothing. See, you guys just, and I have at times too. I done quit jobs and brought trouble on myself just trying to get away from women at times. But it's like you care too much what they think, for one. And as long as you care what they think, they can get you. They can get you. The chief alpha, the alpha of all alphas, will show you a woman's true role. See, and when you arguing with them, you should be coming from the biblical standpoint, because as soon as they try to downplay the Bible, it's a wrap. I'm going right to the scriptures about Jezebel. This is who you are right here. You trying to downplay the Bible? You trying to dismiss the Bible? You can't dismiss the Bible especially in that particular spirit. In a relationship spirit, you can't dismiss the Bible. Men, women spirit, you can't dismiss the Bible. But people dismiss the Bible. They dismiss the Bible. And any woman that tries to talk about this or about that in regards to the red pill, alpha males, this, that, and the other, and tries to dismiss the Bible, she done lost right then and there. You didn't create yourself. You don't lost. Like they say, somebody was telling me that this Shira chick who be trying to tell women to basically fleece men, this, that, and the other. Many people have made videos on her talking about she's a goddess. Man, if you don't sit your little, go and sit down somewhere. See, and what would people like her do? She's just like Brittany Renner. She's just more, what's the word for it? She's Brittany Renner on steroids. Like, she knows about more things than Brittany Renner. So it seems Brittany Renner may know more than she lets off. But she knows about more things than Brittany Renner. But she's just a more advanced Brittany Renner. And you guys, you for one, you should never feel sad over things not working out with this woman or that woman. And if you choosing to stay with a woman for kids, in some ways I could see you making that choice. Because think about it. What will your kids gain without their father in the house? You know, some of these women, you're going to have to fight them in court to get your kids. So no matter what Brittany Renner or Shira or any of these other chicks say, the statistics speak for themselves. How many men are on alimony? How many men that were there for their kids being fathers are paying child support? The thing Brittany Renner was right about is that guys should stay away from girls like her. Like, the way the world is now, you really shouldn't be all off going by outward appearance. As long as she don't stink and she looks good enough, if she looks good enough and acts good and does good things, then you still want to be careful with that going too far in this relationship stuff nowadays. But you can spend a little time, But don't never let these chicks emasculate y'all, man. Yeah, guys is in the comments on the video. She was agreeing with him at the end. She was agreeing with him. The dude didn't do much of nothing, man. To me, he kind of lost to the Asia chick, too. Now, I saw that one. He kind of lost to her, too. And y'all talk about Kevin Samuels. Here's what I noticed about Kevin Samuels. The prettier women, Kevin Samuels be going a little softer on them than he do the ones that ain't so pretty. He goes softer on those that look better, which to me, that shows that he ain't all the way at the top of this either. He goes softer on the ones that look better. Just, you don't believe me? Just look at the women. When they look good, look at how Kevin Samuels is. He don't go as hard. He don't go as hard. And again, another kind of off subject. This whole thing, you got subscribers, so what? That just means that YouTube is giving you the impressions and allowing you to have them. That don't always mean you know what you're talking about or you're real about this. That means that YouTube is giving you the subscribers. And the question is, are you an agent? Is that why they're giving it to you? Is it talent? Or are you a special agent? So yeah, these guys, they not really alphas, man. Like this, what's his name? Rolo or whatever. I've never heard him talking about God. Not even a single time. So where's he getting his alpharism from? He's a Nimrod alpha. But I just wanted to chime in on that a little bit. For one, when it comes to this thing, I'm not out here like some guys are. But I see just as much, because corrections is red pill. You work in corrections, you gonna see and hear about a lot of stuff. Nursing homes, I done worked in nursing homes, I done worked in schools, I done worked in corrections. So I've seen and heard a lot. But I don't claim to be the A1 100% expert. I do know a lot, and I've seen a lot in my own life as well as my work life and other aspects of life. But I know enough to know that a lot of these guys on here talking about it, they're getting shredded by women because these women are watching them and they know how to attack. A woman to sit and watch you and to learn how to attack you. And it could be from the least to the greatest. They'll learn how to attack you. They'll learn how to push your buttons. Your buttons gonna get pushed, alpha or not. They gonna get pushed because people will get to know you and they'll know what just irritates you. They'll know what irritates you. She knew what irritated him, just like Asia did. They pretty much followed along almost the same attack methods. Like it seemed like they both came at him kind of similar. And I keep hearing people say that these women's coming in there with bodyguard. Man, first of all, you're not coming in my studio with no strap. If you got to be strapped, you can't come in. Because if me and you get into it and I don't got no strap, you shouldn't have no strap. Or I should have the advantage in my studio. I should have the strap and you don't. Because even if I choose to knuckle up with you, I'm the one that's going to have the strap. You ain't. See, that's part of alphaism that people don't know. It's like you got to be cutthroat. Like you got to be, always give yourself the edge over people. And you can't be so sympathetic. What if God was that sympathetic? Heaven would be a mess. Heaven would be an absolute mess. Just like earth. If he was the alpha type that sympathizes with his enemies, with people who are trying to manipulate him and deceive him, with people who don't respect him, which is basically what you guys are doing with these women. Don't y'all understand that guys during biblical days had multiple wives? And they had little, what we call today, side chicks. But any church you go in, they're going to act like you can only have one wife. And I taught the same thing too. Until, like I told y'all, I started having these sessions with the Most High. He started showing me those truths that hurt. These guys didn't view women like we do. I'm getting back to how they did things in the Bible. They didn't look at women like we do. A woman you really couldn't even tell your husband hardly anything. That's why if you look at the commandments, when it says you shall not covet, it threw the wife in there. And then at the end it said, and anything that is your neighbor's. Because the wife is almost like a possession of the man that she's married to. But these wives, bunch of Jezebels, Eve, Lilith, just talking way too much, arguing. Oh, I don't want you anyway. Oh, you this. Oh, you that. You're not spiritual. If this is how you treat your husband, you could try to tell me you close to God. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. In fact, I believe that the right guy can break you off. If this is how you treat your husband. If this is how you treat your potential husband, boyfriends. You could tell me what you want. You ain't that kind of girl, this, that, and the other. If this is how you treat men, I know you can get broke off by somebody. Multiples. So why are we talking to them? If this is how they treat men, those guys in the Bible, they didn't socialize with harlots. They either paid them for services or walked right past them. Didn't want to deal with them. Now you got guys, because a girl's light skin, might have nice lips, nice eyes, look good, socializing with them. They socializing with him. And she say, oh, he ugly anyways. He look old. That you can say what you want. You have to take God and the Bible out of the equation to even be relevant. And even Apostle Paul said that you should learn in silence. Even he said that. So I don't see why you guys and why me in the past, I ain't trying to act like I've been perfect. I'm learning this stuff too by basically getting rejected, getting dissed, getting disrespected. We all got led to these things. This awareness, which basically what it is, you take the red pill, it's like you're going to just basically wake up to things. But you're not real red pill if you keeping God out of it. You say, I'm an atheist. You're not red pill then. Because the Bible is the most red pill book of them all. In fact, that's where some of the guys that are the best in this space at explaining get their methods from. So if you try to, I'm an atheist, or you discrediting, just leaving God out, you're not alpha and you're not real red pill. So me personally, I can't take you seriously. Like if I listen to somebody like this, like you don't have to be the most spiritual person, but I can tell like some of the ones that believe in God. Like, and those the ones to me that are the most accurate when it comes to this stuff. The ones that don't never talk about God, you listen closely, like I really believe the right girl will have them right back over there, over yonder. So yeah, I got to get going though. I got to take care of some stuff. I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. And again, stop talking to these women. Throw dating in there with politics and religion as the things that you really shouldn't be talking about at work. Because these women get real sensitive about these men not wanting them. You ain't all, don't nobody want you anyway. There's women that want every guy. No, it don't matter. He could look like a little silverback gorilla. It's going to be some woman that, what you doing? But I got to go. Thanks for watching. Keep tuning in for more videos.